All right, welcome back. Last time, if you remember, we managed to get to the bottom of this, ran into one of those crystal things that I'm not very well equipped for, died, and then realized there was no stake of Marika. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see what happens if I run for it. I know we unlocked an elevator shortcut that I'm hoping will take care of some of this, and I thought it was in here. I don't even know if I've actually explored every nook of... You know what I should do, though, before I forget? Let's send that back up. So when I inevitably have to run for it next time, it's not so bad. Now, can I just run for it? Wow. Alright, you want to do this? Just need to backstab as we comically go up and down. Not sure why I'm not getting backstabs, but so be it. So there's a couple things I think assume we're even getting close to the boss room. Okay. So a couple things I want to do. First and foremost, I don't think the Hoarfrost Stomp did much. So let's start messing around with weapons. Heavy load. Yeah, we don't want that. So let's then drop our shield down. Let's... I don't think this one had magic per se. I think everything else had magic, but let's get something else in there, which is that. We do backstab this one a lot, so that might be a good thing to keep for the health. But let me see if we can do... I'm trying to think of something... So my hope is that what I'm looking for is something that does... something that does sort of blunt damage, and I feel like these would do it. 115.47 is going to be around 165, which I know it's not exact. That's going to be 155. So we might do the most damage with the Knight Rider Flail. It still keeps us at a medium load. So what you're going to see is I can switch between the two weapons. That's my hope, that it's enough to break him in the first section. So let's give it a shot. I don't even know It's definitely doing more. Oh, yeah. Okay, so blunt. Makes me want to go back and maybe try that other one. So you can see the difference the blunt is making compared to what I was doing last time. Now, at some point, any weapon should work. Yeah, I think even headless is doing better damage. Now, I wonder... Let's switch. Just curious if... Nope, still doing chip damage. Okay, let's switch back. Get that out of here. That's a nice pickup. Very nice. That absolutely makes it worth it. So there you go. You can see, you know, and in my stubbornness when I played on the PlayStation 5, I don't think I ever actually switched to a blunt weapon. Although I don't know if I realized this one... I have this one in my main run-through, but it's good to know. It'll do the trick when needed. All right, very nice. What are we looking at for souls? $8,900. So let's do a quick run to... I don't know if I mentioned this in the last run. I didn't remember seeing like skulls on the legs of that shrine, the walking shrine. So I'm kind of curious if that one's going to require a separate way to get knocked down. Let's hand in the bell bearing first of all. Oh, this guy's gone. I wonder if this is the one that invaded me for some reason. If that's the case, then I don't actually remember that happening in my original game, because I think that guy was there for most of for my game. Alright, so let's see what that gets us. It should get us some smithing stones as a permanent. So now we can buy smithing stone 1 and 2 at will. You can see there's no number by limiting the quantity, so yeah, that's a good thing. It means, you know, you can sort of experiment a little more. That was one of the things about, like, the early Souls games, is that it didn't leave a lot of room for... I think this is the guy who lost his friend. We'll talk to him in a minute. It didn't leave a lot of room for experimenting in some ways, you know, without like, okay, now I got to go grind and grind and grind.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit tuning?
Like in Dark Souls, well, 1, because it's fun. I spend a lot of time on the Ornstein Smo fight because 1, it's fun. 2, it's easy to co-op. 3, you get a bunch of souls, and I just go there farming like crafting material to bump up, you know, 3 or 4 weapons instead of 1. So I wonder, Ashes of War duplication. One thing I think I wouldn't mind duplicating is Hoarfrost Stomp, just so I could put it on a couple of weapons. Or the Red Mane Flame, or whatever it's called. Let's get this going. Let's get this going too. I have proved at some point smithing stones, which now I can buy at will. Can we upgrade this? Yeah, let's keep that going. This we need a smithing stone, which we could go buy if we wanted. This, yeah, why not? Pretty soon we're going to be able to buy, not pretty soon, but at some point we'll be able to buy basically any level of smithing stones. I don't know if somber stones, I think you can also buy them to some degree. How are we doing on souls? Oh, okay. We're out. Not sure that's worth it, but okay. Let's see if we can advance some of these plot lines now that we've encountered... Where is he? He's over there. Now that I think we've located his lost friend.
Ah, you again, is it? The recusants sent a lackey. Can you believe they invited me to join them? Now, after what they did? I can scarcely believe it myself. Did they think me a fool? You might be surprised to learn I took them up on the offer. Then I only had to ask. The location of the recusant hideout. It's on Mount Gelmir, found off the old road that leads west from the town of Windmills. That's where they hide. The manor on the peak. Just you wait, wretched recusants. You'll rue the day you insulted my name by laying hands on Lanya. The tale of House Hoslo is told in blood, after all.
If there's any mistaking that George R.R. Martin had a hand in writing this, feels like a Martin line right there.
It's on Mount Gelmir, found off the old road that leads west from the town of Windmills. That's where they hide. The manor on the peak. Just you wait, wretched recusants. The tale of how...
I don't know if I know exactly where that is. I don't know if we've uncovered that in this playthrough yet, but even from memory, I don't think I recall. We don't need to equip that anymore. Can we get our bow back? Medium load. Okay, so let's check out our weapons. We got 243 plus 146 is going to be about 389 compared to 121 plus 75 is going to be 196, 296, 235-ish. 235, but bleed and frost. No, that's not right. 139 and 111 is going to be 250, plus another 85 is going to be 315, compared to 343. Okay, this is... Oh, you can see this weapon starting to pull away in terms of damage. Why, hello. All right, so let's see if anybody else has something to say.
Met Garang, I take.
He's the death root guy.
Then owing to our duties shared, we're now comrades in arms. I think you've earned this. The power of the Golden Order to aid the hunt of those who live in death.
Okay. I don't have any faith going on.
The Golden Order, that I might put this crooked land to rights, following only the guidance of the great Elden Ring. Those who live in death fall outside the principles of the Golden Order. Their mere existence sullies the guidance of gold, tainting its truth. And so it is the vermin must be exterminated, down to the very last.
All right, let's see what he has to say.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
I don't have any money, but very kind of you.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
Okay, so let's go talk to the guy whose guard has now disappeared.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not? Then, just as promised, I bid you welcome. As a true member of the Round Table, I am known as Gideon Ofnir. As a Tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord, I am accumulating knowledge. To be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant.
Never. Oops, nope, wrong button.
You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the Great Runes, the Shard Bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir. Morgoth the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Leyndell. And Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy. You'll still be after more Great Runes, won't you?
So there you go. Those are the sort of like the hit list that you need to win the game. Now they were mentioning Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. That's what I thought the other guy was talking about when he was invited to join their disgusting order, paid for in blood, blah blah blah. But I was trying to but I didn't remember that Volcano Manor was on Mount Gelmir.
Oh, my apologies for that.
Okay.
Nasty business. Ensha got rather ahead of himself, it seems. As his master, I'd like to express my regret. But now, Ensha is slain and gone. Finished. Forevermore.
I'd be curious what triggered.
Yeah. Allow me to find the Albinoric woman.
Oops.
She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I'm sure.
I thought I was asking about the same thing to make sure I cleared it, but apparently it was a different bit of information.
Find the Albinoric woman. She hides in a cave
Okay.
to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I'm sure.
All right.
So, Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. Despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, he's a grotesque old fool grasping for power. His castle lies upon the cliff to Limgrave's northwest, but I suspect you know that well enough already. General Radahn, the famed Red Lion and Scourge of the Stars, is a ferocious warrior. He fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds to Limgrave's east. And now Caelid has been engulfed by the Scarlet Rot. Even approaching the region is no mean feat. I've heard survivors of Radahn's army are still in the wilds, staving off the rot with fire. And if it's true, I suspect Radahn is still there as well, in Caelid. Though, I doubt he much resembles his former self anymore. Praetor Rykard is the Lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle in the entirety of the Shattering. Rykard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy, marking himself as an enemy never to be forgiven. Morgoth the Grace-Given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the Two Fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring. Set your sights elsewhere for the time being. The Veiled Monarch can wait. The Academy of Rhea Lucaria lies to Limgrave's north, towering over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Renala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the Academy. But Renala herself is no demigod. Her beloved Radagon left her to become Queen Marika's second husband, taking the title of King Consort. The Great Rune dwells within the amber egg that was Radagon's gift to her.
Now, I think the last one is the woman, the daughter, and she helped us with the Stormvale fight.
I understand you've been speaking to Nepheli. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes. So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, She is more than capable in the press of battle.
That's how I'll talk about my children from now on. You proved useful. I think you should be employed by others. Despite how you look, you can still serve a function. Okay, I'm going to do the first one more time.
Find the albinoric woman.
Okay.
She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I'm sure.
Okay, the ruins is what I'm curious about. Have we been there? There's the Laskia ruins, and said to the west. Now the question is that the person we found underneath the set of cliffs? Is that where they were? Because remember, I thought they were way down here, but it turned out to be more under here. So maybe we've already done that, and that's sort of, again, road mapping a little bit that, no, there's his daughter. I might go talk to her. Village of the Albinurics. Yeah, and maybe again it's just road mapping it in a way that I missed the first time. So let's go see if we can find his daughter. I know we've already been here. I just want to see if there's like a way to advance her quest. I've already cleared this. Can I... Alright, so let me just see if I can find her really quickly. My fear is that she's actually above me, not down here. Also, is it possible to get on that bridge? Maybe she's on that bridge. Now this guy was a bit of a tough fight, so this might go poorly. Look, sorry, I don't actually have an interest in this. I just want to... I don't even know if I did this part of the village the first time. Love to backstab and heal. Yeah, I don't remember coming by this part of the village. Because I think there's another bit of a tricky fight here. Oh, but you know what? If I can call in... Oh, because I've, I might need to start putting a second flask into FP. You can see my damage is not nothing. There you go. Let's get a backstab in. Woof. Alright, I mean, I think I can do this fight, but yeah, he definitely just took a chunk out of me. I think I gotta make sure I really focus on trying to get the backstabs instead of going toe-to-toe a little bit. So now the question is, let me see if I can do a boss run here. I don't want to activate him. But I did. Interesting. So I wonder, is there no way to get by that person without a fight, which isn't the end of the world, it's just a little slow because yeah, because they're already on the move here. Okay. I mean, I could summon Headless, but I'm hesitant to use Headless here and get weakened as we cross the bridge. And also part of it is that I'm being impatient. I'm not looking to fight this person, so I was trying to blow past it. Can you sneak up on them? Basically, I'm just looking for anything that'll get me an opening backstab or finesse hit or something. I mean, if you get backstab, that helps. Okay, that's not so bad if I can do that. It's a little slow, but I guess now I see why they give you the thing over there to replenish your health potions. So I'm looking for the mage that shoots. Felt like you could backstab these guys somehow, but maybe not. I don't think I ever bought more arrows. I think that's another thing I'm missing. See if I got the range. That was humiliating. All right. Can't believe I completely forgot this other part of the village. I think we also determined, if anything, that turning on your lantern does not impact stealth. It seems purely cosmetic, so that's good. Although, as I've said, I love stealth games, but I think hardcore stealth, you know, tracking where they're looking, etc., that might be too much for a game like this. Nope. But I'm dead. Perfecto. And also, stealth games are a mixed blessing. I love playing them, but like all video games, I'm terrible at them, and so I find myself not thinking I'm, let me start over, thinking I'm having more situational awareness than I am having. And so like in every game, I die a lot of times stupidly. I do wish I could backstab this guy into oblivion in one shot, but my sword's just not there yet. Now I gotta make sure I get up behind him. That's the trick about this thing. Like, if you really... Like, this isn't hard per se, it's just... There's no shortcuts. And so... Did I already activate that thing? I did. I was gonna say maybe I can heal him, but... Oh well. Or did it give it back to me anyway for clearing? It did. Okay, so that's not a big deal. All right. Nope, I want the... See if I can deal with the dogs a little bit. I don't think we've activated the main boss yet, so that's good. Now we might have those, so let's get ready. Here we go. Now I'm happy to distract. And let Headless But Headless, I need you to get in here and start at least throwing javelins. Alright. I think we have a plan at least. Try it one more time. But I do wonder, I mean, this is the village. I feel like we've done the thing the Roundtable Hold leader was advising us to do. I think we've uncovered the person here. And that's interesting that, you know, like again, when I stumbled across it in my original playthrough, I didn't actually find this on my own. I was just like, oh, let me go mop up everything, collect all the medallions I didn't collect, and stuff like that. And that led me here. And then that led me to, you know, the secret medallion. It was one of the ones on the list I was trying to collect. And invincibility frame my way through it. Roll. It definitely has a little bit of reach on it that the Uchigatana does not. Sort of getting that vibe. Yeah, but again, you know, it's interesting, you know, all the ways you miss the game sort of helping you out more than you realized. Is there... Now, rune arcs, I think, are things that activate... like bonus powers that we unlock from killing the big leaders. Okay, we still haven't activated him. Let me just do a quick explore. Just to make sure there's not something obvious. Okay. Well, what do you think, Headless? You gonna help out a little more this time? This feels like it's a graveyard that would often have things to collect. Here we go. Maybe this is my fault because I'm getting too far away from Headless. But I thought Headless would teleport. Little backstab, not bad. Let Headless take over. A little concerned because I'm running into objects. How's Headless holding up? Oh, more dogs. Oh, you can run while you're crouched? Interesting. Okay. Definitely making sure to get everything that guy has to drop. Gonna invincibility frame my way through that. I'm gonna heal. Seems to give me... There you go. Yeah, it seems to replenish it regardless, so that's good to know. Well, it's still sparkling. Can you... No. I was wondering if it goes invisible or if it truly disappears. Seems like it truly disappears. Sometimes there might be like bonus damage you get if you can hit it at the right distance, like if you hit it on the head or something. I was getting a backstab there. Well, I was hoping is what I should say. Oh, Headless. Okay, that's what's going on. Headless got distracted by a dog. Oh, God. So is the trick to lure the Omen over to this area we've already cleared and just do our best to fight it in this area? Or is the trick to somehow clear that last dog once I know Headless is taking the heat? So I don't know if this makes for captivating viewing, but I gotta say this is part of what I like about these games is that, you know, it's not dumb luck that's gonna win or lose it. I feel like I've got the damage level output and, you know, a helper. I feel like this fight is winnable is what I'm trying to get at. And so I just need to think it through, you know, and then and maybe that still won't be enough, but it's not just mash the buttons until you win. And I really appreciate that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let me get the kukri going, and I'm going to start drawing him over. No, don't get too close. The whole point is to get him down here. Okay, let's see if we can get a backstab to open this up. Now I gotta, when he does that 3 jump pound, I'm curious what the right direction is to, oops, do we activate the dog? Is that dog dead? Hopefully. Okay. Headless is doing okay, so, whoa, don't. Oh, that would have been it. That might do it. Interesting. Not sure I'm going to switch it up, but let's see what it does. What was it? The Crucible? Not down here. Here we go. Reduces damage and impacts of headshots. All right. Now I wonder... Okay, anything's going to put us over on heavy load, so I got to keep this going if I want to keep... do I want to keep my bow? Because I'm not using arrows, so what do I care? Let's see if that lets me switch. I wonder what that even means, raises vitality. Jump attacks, no. No. I do this a bit. I don't know if that counts for backstabs or just counters. Alright, let's get my stamina up and running. See if there's anything else around here to... I'm curious why, you know, you see these cemeteries in different places. I wonder why, like, this omen killer was here. Now the question is, does that actually lead anywhere, or is it just somebody... Anyway, so, like, you know, again, like, I don't know if my thinking it through really made a difference there, but I felt like that fight was helped at least by the fact that I said, okay, this plan didn't work. What's the next plan? Let me figure that out. And went from there. So now, I'm trying to remember, was this the one that had the 2 crystal things on the bottom? Because I feel like now that I pumped a little bit into that mace, I might be able to do it. And I don't think it was a crazy long boss run. I know there were some mages that we had to get by, but what am I dealing with souls? First and foremost, let's... where else could we go? We did beat that mine. We could go to the other mine. Again, it's all about... Because you saw, like, now that we've pumped some somber smithing stones into our blood fang, and, you know, that thing's doing, you know, what, like 400-ish points of damage? That's not bad. And I think you can get over 5. Yeah, as you pump it up. So let's go check out that other mine. I don't know if this was actually the smartest place to fast travel to. I actually don't know how much longer I can go in this session, so maybe we can get to that mine and start exploring a little bit and go from there. Let me, you know, while we're here, I just want to see... Like I said, I don't remember seeing skulls on the base of this to knock it down, so I'm curious if there's another means to get up there, or did I just not see the skulls? Yeah, I'm just not seeing the skulls, so maybe there's another way to deal with that one. All right, now that we got a little distance, let's make sure... Let me just make sure there's nothing here, but it's definitely not the part of the lake we want to go to. So it's a way down, but I don't think you can get up. I confess, I remember the first time I saw one of those running across the Weeping Peninsula, I had sort of like this moment of awe, which I don't often get in the Skyrim games. Oh, that's good. Skyrim, you know, again, you get these vistas and things like that that are very pretty, but I never feel like this somehow has a larger sense of scale to me. Did I get that? What I'm seeing is a tower in front of me that I don't know if I see on the map. Oh. Swarming with lobster. Let's see if we can do this and get out. Okay, not entirely. Oh, 3 of them, though. That's not bad. Because I do need those for some of them as shields and the Knight Rider's mace or whatever. And I'm curious, you know, there were lightning bolts coming down here. Is there something casting that, or was that just a weather effect? I think there's something under there. Stupid dragonfly. Now, can I actually just get... You know what I can do? This might be a little... Well, no, it's not cheap. That's how you do it. I'm going to Hoarfrost stomp these guys and see how it works. Wonder why the second one... Nope. Do I have a path? I think I have a path. Thought I had a path. Old Fang. Not entirely sure what that does, but I have added it to my collection. I mean, isn't that at the end of the day what those of us who play these games, we're just creepy collectors? You know, it's better this than our weird, like, serial killer memento collection. I think these are the albinurics that they were talking about. Maybe I have that wrong. There's the manor. I don't think there's anything over here, but I'm just going to swing by real quick. Like, I never can remember if there was, like, a second cave on our way to the mine. I'm glad we, again, I'm going to have to stop pretty soon for this one, but I'm glad we accomplished something, if that makes any sense. I'm glad we were able to at least finish the village there underneath the... I don't think we have enough to level up. No. It's a little land bridge. We could have gotten to the other side of this cliff. I don't know if there's... I mean, I guess we could get there kind of anyway, or maybe not. Maybe because this bridge is broken. Now, if these things spew poison, I think if you throw a poison weapon at them, you sort of poison overload them and they explode or something. There's some creature that's like this, that if you overload it on its own supply, so to speak, you... I think it sort of makes them explode, and then they can, like, do area effect damage to their own... I don't know if I have any... Oops. Did I run into some more... Just hoping to get a backstab, obviously. But that could have been worse. Yeah, remember when I said I was going to the mine and then got distracted by a right turn? Looks like there's a merchant up there, though, underneath the... You can see, like, a donkey. I will say this is doing more damage to them when they have to brute force it. Let me see if I get a backstab. Who can say? Looks like that would have been an explosive barrel had I been standing next to it when they attacked. And they threw that grenade. Okay, so this is where that land bridge would have come across. It's, at least I've got a decent amount of souls.
I don't want any trouble.
Another cookbook, that's always good. Interesting shield. I don't know this one. Blue Crest Heater. I mean, I'm set for a shield, so I'm not too worried about it, but I am curious. But this is something we do need. Maybe do 200 arrows just to have them. What's this? Rift Shield. Okay, it's good at parrying. Let me look at this one. Oh, it can also parry. Well, I guess that's nice. It's sort of a larger shield that can parry.
Done? Well,
Oops. Again, it's good to hit all the churches you can find because that's how you get sacred tears, which up your flask strength. So what is up here now that I'm getting distracted again? Looks like, these are sort of, I think, markers of great battles, and usually you can get some historical flavor. Oh, from the sword. Okay, there's like, yeah, trebuchets or whatever over there. This looks like a very well-guarded entrance to something. You know what I think that is? I think that's the entrance to where you use the medallions to... where you use the medallions to activate... I really hate these things. And it takes you, it's supposed to take you up somewhere you're not supposed to get to yet, where they definitely don't want a tarnished who's trying to take down the social order going to. Now, I think that landmass over there is just on the other side of the manor. But getting up there, I think, is required to go through the manor, so... So now we know what's sort of up there. Is that kind of marked? Yeah, I guess that's sort of a structure marked on the map. South. Have we been south? I think there's also something else. I think there's like a crazy train village off to the side, like the ones that shoot the like madness lightning at you. I think if you go up this hill, there's a whole thing with that. I wonder if you can get up to that. You can see off in the distance there, it looks like some kind of structure built into the face of the rock, and it seems like there's ledges around it. I'm wondering if that's actually somewhere you get to, or if I'm hallucinating. But yeah, there's going to be like a crazed giant rat up here. What do I got for souls? I don't have a ton. You can see he's building up the madness. And this then, I'll show you, builds up something from, that I first recall seeing in Bloodborne. I think Bloodborne, where they have these sort of towers that just have like pure madness coming out of them. And so you have to be careful, because if you're in its sort of line of sight... See, I think it's up there. You sort of got that Eye of Sauron going on, and you can see if I'm looking at it, it builds up. It was really used to great effect in Bloodborne, because Bloodborne, you know, here there's sort of like this madness, horror kind of branch of magic, but Bloodborne... Slight spoiler alert, isn't really a... gothic horror. It's more like a cosmic horror, and so it's something they don't tip their hand to immediately, and it's one of the reasons why you should, you know, play the game with your insight jacked up way high, even though it makes the game harder, because there's a lot going on. So basically, yeah, you're just trying to get out of its line of sight. And I think it's something you can actually clear if you're careful. I think I'm going to fail though, because I remember there was a trick to it's tough because you gotta climb the ladders while it's building. Oop. Or you're dealing with that. Maybe that was the problem. Yeah. All right. Well, oh, actually, you gave me the madness. And then you sort of arch back and stuff and become like I think other players will see like a sort of contorted corpse there where I died if it's like the plague or whatever in the original Dark Souls. But anyway, so again, I got distracted. Let's stop there for now, and hopefully next time I'll not get distracted. We'll get to the mine, get some stuff going, and upgrade our weapons some more. All right, take it easy.